calling all heroes," a tiny voice squeaked. Sabrina looked up from her drawing to see a golden envelope flutter through her open window. It landed right on her rug. Cautiously, Sabrina picked it up. As she opened the seal, a shiny silver bookmark with little wings popped out and hovered in the air. "Greetings! I am Lex, a lexiconnector from the Hero Reading Club," it buzzed. "We believe the greatest superpower in the world comes from reading." Sabrina stared, wide-eyed. "Reading gives you superpowers?" Lex zipped around her head excitedly. "It certainly does. Your first mission, should you choose to accept it, is to read this book." A book titled The Girl Who Could Fly appeared in a shimmer of light on Sabrina's desk. This was going to be the most amazing afternoon ever. Sabrina grabbed the book and sat on her bed, with Lex, the bookmark, perched on her shoulder. She opened to the first page and began to read aloud. The story was about a girl who dreamed of soaring with the birds. As Sabrina read the words, she felt a strange, fizzy feeling in her toes. "It's working, Sabrina," chirped Lex. "Keep reading. The power is building." Sabrina continued, her voice getting stronger with every sentence. She read about the wind under the characters' wings and the clouds that looked like fluffy cotton balls. Suddenly, Sabrina gasped. She wasn't sitting on her bed anymore. She was floating, a whole foot in the air, right above her colorful quilt. It felt tickly and wonderful, but also very wobbly. She giggled as she gently bumped into a soft pillow. "Whoa!" Sabrina exclaimed, wobbling in the air. "How do I steer?" Lex zoomed in front of her face. "You must read with purpose, Sabrina. Read the next chapter with feeling." The next part of the story described the girl learning to swoop and dive. Sabrina took a deep breath and read with all the excitement she could muster. She zipped past the tallest trees and looped around the old clock tower. As Sabrina read the words, her body followed. She zipped past her tall bookshelf and did a perfect loop-the-loop around the light hanging from her ceiling. Laughing, Sabrina discovered that the more clearly and expressively she read, the more control she had. She wasn't just reading a story anymore. Sabrina was living it, soaring gracefully around her very own room. Just as Sabrina mastered a perfect hover, the final page of the chapter began to glow. New words appeared, written in sparkling ink. It was a riddle from the Hero Reading Club. "A tiny friend is stuck up high, with no way down and a tearful cry. To save the day and be a star, read of a rescue near or far." Sabrina floated to her window and looked out. Her eyes widened when she saw it. On the highest branch of the giant oak tree in her yard, a little ball of orange fluff was meowing sadly. It was a tiny kitten, and it was definitely stuck. Lex, the bookmark, zipped to her bookshelf. "This looks like a job for a true hero, Sabrina. A new story awaits." Lex pointed a tiny silver wing towards a book called The Brave Firefighter. Sabrina knew just what to do. She grabbed the book, flew carefully out her window, and hovered near the big oak tree. The kitten looked very scared. Remembering the story, Sabrina didn't rush. She read the part about how the firefighter spoke in a calm, soothing voice to help someone who was frightened. Sabrina read the words aloud softly. "Don't worry, little one. I am here to help you." The kitten's meows grew quieter. Slowly it crept along the branch and right into Sabrina's waiting arms. Cuddling the kitten, Sabrina flew them both safely to the soft grass below. She had used the power of reading to be a real hero. Sabrina knew this was only the beginning of her amazing adventures.